this week's side topics. What I want to know, and we'll go around, what sports, now that NFL is done, what sports are you mainly watching right now, guys? Are you focused in on the Olympics, NBA, NHL, college basketball, getting ready for the World Baseball Classic? A lot going on, to be honest, but spring training, whatever it is, what are the sports you're most locked into now that football is no longer around? Jordan, what are you watching?
I mean, for me, I love college sports, so give me college basketball right now. I love college baseball. Just started yesterday. I'm into that. I think Georgia has really good team, so I'm really looking forward to watching how that season turns out. And in other games, I just love watching that as well. But yeah, so it's college basketball for me up until April or whenever the national championship game is. I know the NCAA tournament always starts in March. I mean, hence the name March Madness. But college baseball as well will, take me to the end of June and we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah, we're gonna be zeroing on, college basketball. Obviously Miami's having a great season, so I'm around for that. We just came off a big win. One of many in Jay Lucas's career at Miami. Um, like Jordan said, college baseball just started. Miami's got a wonderful team. They were projected to actually go to Omaha later this year, so I'm excited to watch that as the season unravels. And then obviously the Panthers. Can we make a run to get in the NSL playoffs this year? Obviously we're doing it without some key players. We were missing Kachuk for like half the year. We're obviously without Barkov the whole year, but can we make a run in the second half of the year to make it to the playoffs? And I'm interested to see how the Marlins look this spring training. Can we actually make some noise this season? And I know that's hard to believe, but can with the off-season acquisitions that we make, can we make a run?
Yeah, I think the Olympics I always try to get into, and I do watch them, like I'll have them on TV. I just can't get super into the Olympics, but I always watch it. It's very cool, especially to see the different athletes, from around the world, but from the US too, like that I would have never heard anyways, competing at the highest level. So that is always cool. I just can't get super into that. I agree with Jordan college basketball. Last Saturday, I finally watched college basketball like all day long. It was awesome. And we're getting ready for March Madness too. So, college basketball for sure. Spring training, I love baseball. I just can't get super into spring training, but I'll probably be dialed into that for a week and then clock out. And I really want to try to get in the World Baseball Classic. I know they play like sort of at odd times, but I remember that being fun. And just looking at the lineups of some of the teams, that's going to be really interesting too. So, probably check out a little bit of that for sure. But yeah, all right.
Just for uh,
What do you guys have for us?
just for reference, next Saturday's college basketball slate is going to be absolutely outstanding. We have Iowa State going to Provo to face BYU. Kentucky goes to Auburn. We got Michigan and Duke playing in what might be a Final Four preview. We got UConn going to Villanova. Arizona playing Houston. That's 1 versus 3 right there. At least right now it is. Tennessee goes on the road. Faces Vanderbilt. Miami take the trip to Charlottesville. Goes to faces the Cavaliers. Just an outstanding day next Saturday. So you know where I'll be.
Yeah, you know where I'll be too. There we go.
Yeah, so yeah, obviously second matchups all over the place. I'll be definitely tuning to the Miami game next Saturday.
Yeah. So I just wanted to wait. I'm blanking. Hang on.
Oh, come on, Jordan. You got all right. Jake, you got anything for us?
All right, well, I'll go first. Evan, I know this is a big thing for you. Gordon, I'm not too sure how you feel about this, but the Shamrock shakes are coming back next week at McDonald's. I know that was a big thing, the past couple years for me and you, Evan, all those late night calls. We would always get some Shamrock shakes. So I'm excited to hear how many Shamrock shakes do you think you're going to have this year?
Oh, because they're usually around for a month. I'll probably get one or two a week, so you can do the math on that one. Probably like
Like
pushing
eight,
10.
like 8 or 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9, somewhere around that. So you can do the math on that one, but that's probably about what I'll average. I did go last night because I saw an Instagram ad, which I believe I sent to our group chat, saying they were back. So I went last night and they had them on the menu, but it said out of stock or something like that. So that was very disappointing. But I did not know it was next week. So we'll have to hit that up next week because they had them on the menu. It was on the menu. It just said out of stock. But and
Yes.
I also want to try that McFlurry, the mint McFlurry. That looks really good too. I want to try that for sure.
Yes, February 17th is the official comeback date of the Shamrock Shake, as per
Uh,
the McDonald's website.
I did
So
not know that while I was there at midnight last night. So we'll try that again. Yeah.
definitely excited for that. I think last year I had, because I mean, I got one almost every night. I called you, Evan, and I think,
You did, yeah.
I think I had around like 40 or 45 last year. So
That's
I
great.
think I,
That you might I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good and I almost envy you for that, but you might want to see a doctor after that. That is nuts.
Yeah, that's
hey,
crazy.
they're good
Um,
though. So I,
but I know at we're in the Olympic break for hockey right now, which I know. I mean, it's not the All Star break, but it's kind of the unofficial All Star break, if you know what I mean. So I just want to just run through what the playoff matchup would be right now. Obviously, Jake's Florida Panthers would not be in the playoffs, to the delight of every
boo.
Panther fans. I mean, come on, you've won 2 cups. Give someone else a chance. I mean, to be fair, I mean the
Two cups
Penguins.
in a row.
To be fair, the Penguins have won a few as well. But hey, you know what? If I had a nickel for every time the Penguins have gone back to back, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice.
It has happened twice.
You'd have,
I was
yeah,
just going to
91,
say, Jordan,
92.
just really quick, I will say to that, Jake, do be proud though, because I do see a lot of people cheering about the Panthers being bad. That means you guys are in people's heads, so you are relevant enough to be in people's heads. Like one of my friends who follows hockey super close. I don't know if he watches our show, but if he does, he'll know I'm talking about him. He keeps talking about the Panthers being bad. I'm like, dude, like they occupy so much space in your mind. Like just leave them alone. But yeah, you guys are a big game,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, Matthew Tkachuk, Brad Marchand, Sam Bennett, those guys are really the poster children of the Panthers. No matter what you think of them, I don't really think that highly of them, but it is what it is. Just all due respect to them for winning back-to-back cups, though. But you'd have the Bruins going to face Tampa Bay, which we just saw the Stadium Series. The Bruins blowing the 5-1 lead. You'd have Buffalo. Yes, Buffalo would be in the playoffs for the first time since 2011. Would be playing the Carolina Hurricanes in the first round. You'd be having Detroit and Montreal, which I think would be a fun series, and then the Islanders and Penguins, which I mentioned. I'm a Penguins fan, so it'd be great to see the Penguins back in the playoffs. Sidney Crosby would get another chance at a fourth championship, which would be absolutely outstanding. Um, I mean, if he's not already cemented into the top 5 of all time, I would definitely think a fourth one would do it. And then out west, you've got Anaheim would go play Colorado. I mean, the Avalanche have just been a wagon this year. Let's just be honest with ourselves. You'd have Utah going to face Vegas. Uh, the Golden Knights are really beneficial of the whole overtime loss thing, and I can get into that if you really want me to. You'd have Seattle facing Edmonton. I think the Oilers are just happy not to be playing LA in the first round, right, Jake?
Yeah. I mean, I think the Oilers will just be happy if the Panthers aren't in the playoffs, honestly.
I mean, they might be. It's Florida. I mean, Florida won both their Stanley Cups beating the Oilers, but that was with Stuart Skinner, who's now in Pittsburgh. And
Yeah,
then you
and we
have
definitely
Dallas,
have some stories about Stuart Stinger.
and then you have Dallas facing Minnesota. Would be facing Minnesota in the first round, which I mean has been a matchup locked in for a while with how good the Avalanche have been this year. It just doesn't seem like either one of those is going to overtake the Avalanche. So my main question is right now, just off the top of your head, who would be your Stanley Cup champion? Jake?
If it came down to these teams, Colorado. I mean, you talk about Colorado being an absolute wagon this year. Nathan McKinnon, Cal McCall. You talk about those guys. Colorado has just been, yeah, Colorado will win the Stanley Cup if the playoffs started right now.
Are you worried at all about the President's Trophy curse?
No, I mean, It's happened the past couple of years. People have said, whoever wins the President's Trophy doesn't have a chance. It happened the last couple of years, but honestly, I mean, I don't really think it's a curse. I think it's how these teams playing if they just run out of energy.
Yeah, I want to.
Well,
I was gonna say Buffalo. No, I'm just kidding. It's not gonna be Buffalo, but that'd be cool if they make the playoffs after 15 years. I'm gonna go exciting pick. I'm gonna go with the Red Wings. Maybe the Lightning, but I'll go with Detroit.
well, I can answer this two ways. Who would I want to see win the Stanley Cup, and who do I think would actually win it? I want to see the Penguins win it because, I mean, obviously, Penguins fan. I met Sidney Crosby back in 2016. I would love to see him get a fourth ring. But realistically, I think it's probably going to be the Lightning. I think that, the best goalie in the world, one of the best players in the world, and Nikita Kucherov, Victor Hedman back there, Darren Raddysh, who's had a great year. So I think the Lightning would win it all. To Jake's dismay, being a Panthers fan, Battle of Florida, you don't want to see your rivals do well. But just really quick, let's just talk about the NBA really for a minute. Preseason, I had asked who would win the NBA title. Jake said the Lakers, Evan said the Celtics, and I said the Thunder. Right now, the Celtics would be the 2 seed in the East, so Evan has done a pretty good job with that one. The Lakers right now would be the 5 seed. So I mean, Jake, yeah, I mean, not like a great job, but a good job. And the Thunder started out, I believe it was 24-1, have cooled off considerably. I think they've gone 18-13 since, but they're still the 1 seed right now with a 3-game lead over the Spurs for the 1 seed in the West. And they would be, playing whoever's the second team that comes out of the West playing, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a tournament or whatever to figure out who goes to the playoffs. There are usually 4 teams involved. If you ask me, I think it's just a money grab. It is what it is what it is. Everything is nowadays, but I think it should just be seeded 1 through 8. Just and in that case, it would be the Warriors and the Thunder. In that.
To Evan's credit, Jason Tatum is expected to return in the next couple weeks, if not months. And to I thought the Lakers would be a lot better right now. Having two of the best players in the world, Luka Doncic and LeBron James. I thought having two of the best players in the world, would get you over the hump. But apparently, it has not happened this year yet.
Yeah, I mean for the Thunder, I thought SGA. I mean he wouldn't really drop off. I mean, of course, all these predictions were barring injury. I don't know if Evan already knew that Jason Tatum was going to be out. Did you?
I did not know, but I obviously knew my prediction would turn out to be a good one. But I'm surprised that again another Detroit team, the Pistons are really doing well too. So
The Pistons are number 1 in the East right now, and
yeah,
shout out to them.
you gotta give them credit.
They're really good. Uh, I mean, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I mean, I don't really know a whole lot about their roster and all that,
I
but
think one of their players just got suspended. I'm gonna butcher his name, so I'm not even gonna go there. But he just got suspended for like taking a swing at somebody for like.
there was a huge fight in, the other night during the Pistons Hornets game where 4 players got suspended.
Crazy.
Two from Charlotte and 2 from Detroit. So, I mean, I don't know how much that'll affect the Pistons during his suspension, and we'll see what they look like when he comes back. I would imagine they keep just humming along, but who knows? Team chemistry here and there might be messed up.